The former owner of Hawkins County Memorial Gardens soon will be released from jail, but will have to repay more than 300 victims linked to a multi-year theft investigation. Good evening, I'm Josh Smith.
And I'm Sarah Diamond. Vicki Ringley pleaded guilty today to 4 counts, including forgery, money laundering, theft over $60,000, and failure to follow cemetery regulations. Carissa Winstead was in the courtroom monitoring the case at the center of a community watchdog report and learned the likelihood of all the victims getting their money back is slim.
Josh, Sarah, Vicki Ringley asked for forgiveness today in court. District Attorney Dan Armstrong told me there are nearly 360 victims in this case and said the amount of money taken from them is in the 6 figures range. But soon Ringley will have to start repaying those victims.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes, Your Honor. In a Hawkins County courtroom, Vicki Ringley pleaded guilty to theft over $60,000, money laundering, forgery, and failure to follow cemetery regulations. The investigation into the former owner of Hawkins County Memorial Gardens wrongdoing began in 2012.
We uncovered that this had been going on back to 1992.
District Attorney Dan Armstrong says hundreds of victims have come forward.
She was taking money, using it for personal use, and then using the money she was getting from new clients to try to satisfy her obligation to older clients.
You don't think of people taking advantage of you when you're in that situation.
Calvin Clifton said several of his family members were victims.
They lost several $1,000s. My parents, in fact, lost about $4,000, as well as several of my aunts and uncles.
Ringley was indicted in February 2015 and has been in jail ever since. As part of her plea agreement, she will be released from jail on February 28th. Then will have to pay $500 of restitution a month beginning on April the 1st.
I met with the victims last July, and the consensus was that she needs to be punished, but also there was a sense in that room, those 2 meetings, that they wanted her to have to repay. So we believe what we did today accomplishes both.
But Clifton thinks she needs to spend more time in jail.
Even if she was successful in making that restitution, she probably wouldn't live long enough to even pay back a few of the people that she stole money from.
On Friday, Ringley admitted her wrongdoing and asked the victims to forgive her.
Yes, I'm very sorry, and also I like to say that God has forgiven, and I hope that they can find it in their hearts to forgive me.
In Rogersville, Carissa Winstead, News Channel 11, in your corner.
Hawkins County Memorial Gardens is currently owned by the state. A hearing is scheduled next month to sell the cemetery.